Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going after pocket change today. So we're going to take the Simplex. So yesterday was a bust. Today is a new day. We are going to head across town to an old school that was built in the late 60s. But there is a ski hill right beside it. So I think there was stuff going on there well into the turn of the century. Right back to, right when this city was founded. Late 1800s, I'm sure there were guys going, hey, that's a great spot to come sledding down there or skiing down there, and we're going to go check it out. I don't know how old the stuff we're going to find. I don't know what was there before the school. I've got 3.5 hours. It's a beautiful sunny day. We've got to drive across town. We got to get at this. Let's do it. Hopefully, nothing's standing in our way today. Here goes my pet rabbit. Got a few of them. They come and clean up the clover. So yesterday, Stan and I drove 35 kilometers each way. We were going to detect a bush plot that we had. Stan turned around, called me and canceled because it started raining. Well, Stan just called and canceled. I can't say that I blame him. So I thought, well, gas is cheap. I'm going to go up there and get the gas 30 cents cheaper. Well, by the time you drive 65 kilometers in the truck, that's literally going to cost you 14 bucks. And I only saved $24 by driving up there. So it took me an hour of my time to save $10 yesterday. But I will do what I have to do. Paying $2.21 a liter here in my little town. I don't know what you guys are paying. I've heard projections that it's supposed to go right up over $3 a liter. Now, to all my American friends, remember, there's like 4.5 liters to a gallon, right? So you guys are complaining about your prices. Yeah, no, they're really stiffing us here. And so I'll just take a second to throw this at you guys. You guys know I own the PHEV plug-in hybrid electric Mitsubishi. And if you do a quick calculation on that, I can drive 100 kilometers for less than $2 on electric, right? I basically drive 50 kilometers, bring it home, charge it for 2.5 hours, do another 50 kilometers, and sometimes in a month, I'll do 2,000 kilometers just in electric mode on that car. So 100 kilometers, less than $2. My Dodge truck, which is the V6, and it's actually decent on fuel for a truck. In the summer, I'm between 9 and 10 liters per 100 kilometers, depending on where I'm driving. In the winter, yeah, I'm 12.5, 13. So, if you're looking at 12 liters per 100 in the truck, then you're looking at over $24 per 100 kilometers at $2.20 a liter. So for all of you guys thinking about jumping on the plug-in hybrid or electric train, yeah, get on it. I hear here in Canada, there are waiting lists now of 2 to 3 years for these vehicles, for new ones. Not the truck, the plug-in hybrids. All right, here we go, like a kid in the playground. We'll just start right out front here, where all the traffic, people walking back and forth. We'll go around the back and hit the actual playground, and then behind us over there, that's the ski hill. So we might check that out too. They've got it all fenced off. Probably some crack security team over there, like North Bay ninjas, just waiting to jump anybody who goes near that fence. I don't know, we'll see. Hey, first hole, dollar coin, a loonie. Somebody was actually offended once when I said a loony coin. And the reason we call it that is because there's a loon on there, right? And if we have a $2 coin, you can guess what it's called? A toonie. That's right. Anyway, good start. Okay, first penny, 1965. I told you, This school was built in the 60s. Heh. I don't know what that mess is, but it was buried. It was down there. The thing with schools is they're very dirty, so trash all through here. You can't move 6 inches. But I am stopping to pick out the very high signals, 77, 80s, 90s, and I'm getting lots of pennies. Behind me you can see the old baseball field here. What I'm looking for ideally is proof that there was something here before the school. So I'm looking for dates that go back into the 30s and 40s, and if I find that, then it's worth coming back and wading through all this trash. Even if you're only going to get a handful of silver, it's the hunt, right? That's the important part, is the enjoyment of the hunt. We got to know that it's here first, though. So far, that first coin, penny that I dug over there, 65, is the oldest one I found. So I'm going to keep at it. I'm making my way towards the baseball diamond. Oh, of course, the Mickey Mouse sweatshirt, right? I'm sure the parents are super stoked that the kids just take it off and throw it on the ground when they're done with it. Damn you first graders and your yogurt tops. Well, the simplex hit that. I thought it was a coin, and that was down there an inch, just buried in the roots of the grass. That's how we find jewelry, right? It can find very small stuff. That is not jewelry. Or, I don't know, it could be some cheap bracelet or something, the end off it. You can see where it's crimped. I don't know what it is, but it's not silver. You look at that and you say, what in the world is that, Gary? And at first I thought it was a buckle, like maybe off of a kid's snowshoe or something. But then I was looking at this little thing on the top and I'm like, what is this? It's a toy. It's a flip phone. And there's some buttons down here on the bottom. There's some buttons and stuff. It's pretty heavy. There you go, flip phone. I secretly love schools. I always say I hate it because they're so trashy, but the stuff you find makes me laugh, right? You think back to when you were a kid and the toys you had, the things you lost. Sometimes we even find good stuff on the schoolyard, you know, coins, jewelry, whatever. That's not why I'm here. I don't do pocket change stuff. But I do enjoy the diversity of what you find here. And sometimes you even find really old stuff that I think the kids bring in for show and tell and then lose when they're running around the schoolyard. Who knows? I secretly love schools, guys. Man, what a repressive school. Johnny, where did your $30 Puma hat go and your Mickey Mouse sweatshirt? I don't know, Mom. They got stolen. You want new school clothes, Johnny? This year, you're buying your own. All right, let's check out this back playground area and see what the kids have lost back here. You can just see the edge of the ski hill over there. Tempting, tempting, tempting. Band-aids, hair elastics, a gold star, stickers, candy, and a pack of Marlboro Lights. You know where kids lose stuff? I've gone all around the slides here. They haven't lost a lot. The swings. We're going over there. As we make our way over to the swings here, I'll tell you guys a true story. A lot of the kids growing up here in Northern Ontario grew up poor, myself included. Okay, we always had food, you know, every day was the same thing, a bologna sandwich and an apple, but we always had food. We just didn't have a lot of luxuries. And we moved from my grandparents' house in grade 2, and we moved out to Corbeil and this little school called H.G. Davis. And this school was just a mishmash of portables, and the schoolyard consisted of, there was no swings, there was no equipment like that, nothing. It had tires. They had hundreds of tires of every size, tractor tires, little tires, car tires, and that's what we played with every day, every recess, lunch break. The big kids would put the little kids inside the tractor tires and roll them around the schoolyard until they threw up. And then spring was always fantastic because the schoolyard would flood, so we would spend our recesses making dams and waterways, you know, and we would make ponds, and we would flood John's pond, and then he'd flood Bill's pond, and we'd race boats That was the kind of stuff the poor kids played with. We didn't have any, there was no swings, there was nothing. And that school actually was condemned. So grade 3, they built a brand new school about 15 miles away, Ferris Glen, and I was of the first year, the first class to start at Ferris Glen, my brother and I. Now that school, H.G. Davis, they did do one thing that's really cool. I would love to go back. It's somebody's private house now. They buried a time capsule there. They took all the students out front and they took a photograph. And they said that when we were, I think we calculated when we were kids, 65 or 70, Grant and I would be, when they were going to go back and open this time capsule. Well, Grant and I were talking about this a few years back. Nobody remembers that that thing is there, that it's buried somewhere. We don't know what is in it. We know there's a school photo, and then every class had to put stuff in it. And I don't know what kind of capsule they buried or where, but I'm very tempted to go back and ask the person that owns that private property now. It's a house, it's a residence with the original school fence is still there going around. You know, could I take a look for that? Could I find it? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure nobody, all the teachers, all the old farts are long gone, you know, and none of the students remember that. So who's gonna dig this thing up when we're 65? I don't know. I don't think they planned this out very well. Park bench there. It's on the wrong side of the fence. There's fence that runs all down there. There's fence that runs all the way 200 yards over there. How are you supposed to get to the bench? Well, that's probably from the 60s, but not what I'm after. Well, I hope for Mia's sake that whoever did these portraits here isn't very good. Well, son, you do have a career in the arts ahead of you, but it's as a caricature artist. There's a Gary Larson cartoon in there somewhere. How little William began his career as a caricature artist. Oh, there we are, the ski hill. I was just debating whether I should go around and swing out there. I think I'm going to, absolutely. So the school was pretty much a bust, as expected. Just something to kill an hour or two. But I'm going to swing up here, and I have no idea what year the ski lift was actually put in. Let's see if we can find some coins, and you know, I'm hoping 1930s. Who knows? What did you think you were going to find at the ski hill? Part of a zipper off a snowsuit. That's what you're going to find. Alright, working right here under the lift. There's our first coin at the ski hill. And 1976. You never know. We're going to keep digging. And beer cap. I don't think that was a skier though. I think that was the lift operator. Had a bit of a problem, that guy, from what I hear. There's the proof. Yep, now I'm sure of it. Disclaimer, don't ever let your metal detecting assumptions hurt the loved ones in your community. I don't know if that guy was drinking on the job. Some of you people will comment below as if I truly knew. Told you guys before, when you're out here digging and sweating and working hard, it's all about the story. That's all that keeps me going, right? The story. A real nice view of the city from up here. And a good breeze. If you guys look, you can see the lake way out there. Where the lake comes in, you can kind of see there's a water tower down there, and there's a bay way down there, just at the edge. I live where the lake comes in down there. All right. There's a dime. 1982, not silver. And I also found another 1974 penny, so it's looking like this place was probably put in the 70s? I don't know. You gotta go with the evidence. Well, yeah, it's looking more and more like the 70s. There's a 71. Hey, come on now. That might have been funny the first time, but... Hey, I thought I was heading for beer cap number 18, but no, it's another loonie. I'll take it. $2 in my pocket today. I think I'm going to end on that note right there. It's not going to get any better up here. 1994. Alright guys, thanks for joining me in town. I know they're not the most exciting hunts. I do try to entertain, I do try to find stuff, so hopefully the bugs are ending soon and we'll be back out in the bush digging Colonial. I'll catch you guys in the next adventure.